Imagine this, you wake up in the morning, swing your legs over the side of the bed, and there it is again, that heavy, tight, aching feeling in one calf. Maybe one leg looks a little more swollen, the skin feels warm to the touch, or there's a strange deep cramp that doesn't go away with stretching. Many older adults brush this off as just age, a pulled muscle, or poor circulation. But sometimes it's something far more serious, a silent blood clot slowly forming inside the veins of your leg. The scary part, blood clots can grow quietly without any dramatic warning. And if a piece breaks off and travels to your lungs, it can be life-threatening. Every year, millions of people worldwide develop these clots in their legs, often without realizing the danger until it's almost too late. The good news is your body is not helpless. Alongside your doctor's guidance, certain natural foods can support your blood's ability to stay smooth, protect your veins, and help your body break down tiny clots before they become a crisis. And here's the surprising twist. Most people have never even heard of some of these circulation-boosting foods. In this video, we're going to gently walk you through the signs you must never ignore, and then reveal the specific foods that may help your body dissolve blood clots in your legs naturally and keep your circulation safer as you age. Inside the arteries, blood flow can slowly change without making any noise. Over time, fat, calcium, and sticky cells can build up along the artery walls, like rust forming inside an old water pipe. The space for blood to move gets narrower, flow slows down, and in the legs this can mean heaviness, swelling, and even dangerous blood clots that can travel to the lungs or heart if they're not taken seriously. If this is ignored, these just tired legs can turn into serious circulation problems, painful walking, and life-threatening clots. The good news is your body has its own cleanup system, and what you eat can either clog the road or help clear it. In today's video, we're counting down from number 6 all the way to number 1, and number 1 might be the most powerful clot-fighting food of all, so stay with me till the end. Before we start, tell me in the comments, do you ever feel heaviness or cramps in one leg more than the other? And if you find this helpful, please like this video, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next leg-saving tip 6. Garlic. Garlic is one of those simple kitchen foods that quietly behaves like a bodyguard for your blood vessels. Many older adults think of it only as something that makes food smell strong or gives a little heartburn. But inside your body, garlic can act more like a gentle traffic controller for your blood. Instead of letting blood cells clump together and create tiny traffic jams in the veins of your legs, certain compounds in garlic help keep your blood smoother and more flowing. The big misunderstanding is that people usually see garlic in two extremes. Some think it's just an old grandma remedy with no science behind it, while others think if they eat garlic, they don't need their medicines anymore. Both ideas are wrong. Garlic is not a magic cure and never replaces blood thinners or your doctor's treatment, but it can support healthier circulation as part of an overall heart-friendly lifestyle. When you chop or crush garlic, it releases a special compound called allicin. This can make your platelets, the tiny cells that help form clots, a little less sticky. In simple words, it may help your blood move more freely instead of forming unwanted clumps. Some human studies on aged garlic extract have shown modest benefits for blood pressure, cholesterol, and artery health over several weeks or months, which all play a role in lowering clot risk over time. Scientists have also seen in lab and animal studies that garlic can reduce platelet clumping and improve how blood flows through vessels, which is especially important for older adults worried about leg circulation. You can use garlic in very simple ways. Many people start with one small clove a day, finely chopped or crushed and added to yogurt, salad, or spread over warm, not boiling hot soup, so the helpful compounds are not completely destroyed. Others like a gentle garlic drink. One crushed clove in a cup of warm water with a squeeze of lemon and a little honey, taken once a day with a meal so it is softer on the stomach. The secret is consistency. Over time, some people notice their feet feel a bit warmer, their legs less heavy, and walking becomes easier because their overall circulation and heart health are being supported. Did you know that in several clinical trials, standardized garlic preparations have been linked with small but meaningful improvements in blood pressure and cholesterol levels, both of which are key risk factors for dangerous clots in the legs? That doesn't mean garlic can melt a big clot that is already there. If you ever notice sudden swelling, pain, warmth, or redness in one leg, you must seek emergency medical care. But as a daily habit, especially for seniors, this tiny clove can quietly help the body maintain smoother blood flow and protect the hardworking arteries and veins in your legs. Fifth, turmeric. Turmeric is that bright yellow spice sitting quietly in the kitchen, but inside your body it can behave like a gentle fire extinguisher and traffic controller for your blood. Many older adults think turmeric is only good for joint pain or curry color, but modern science shows it does much more. The big misunderstanding is that some people treat it like a miracle cure for everything, while others dismiss it as just a spice. The truth is in the middle. Turmeric is not a magic pill and can never replace your doctor's treatment or blood-thinning medicines, but its active ingredient, curcumin, can support healthier blood flow and calmer, less inflamed blood vessels when used regularly as part of a healthy lifestyle. Inside your body, curcumin helps in three important ways. First, it has strong anti-inflammatory effects, which means it can calm the irritation in blood vessel walls that makes them narrow and easier to clog. Second, research suggests it can gently reduce platelet aggregation. In simple words, it may help your blood cells be a little less sticky, so they are less likely to form unwanted clumps that can turn into clots, especially in the deep veins of the legs. Third, some studies have shown that curcumin can support the lining of your blood vessels, called the endothelium, helping them relax and allow smoother blood flow. Over time, this combination can make it harder for dangerous traffic jams of blood to form. One of the easiest ways for seniors to use turmeric is as a warm drink. A simple golden drink can be made by heating a cup of milk, adding half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper to increase absorption, and a little honey if you like. Sip it in the evening with or after dinner, so it's gentle on the stomach. You can also add a small pinch of turmeric to soups, stews, or scrambled eggs during the day. The key is small amounts taken regularly, not huge doses all at once. With consistent use, many people notice their legs feel a little lighter, stiffness eases, and they feel warmer in their hands and feet as circulation slowly improves. Did you know that curcumin has been studied for its effects on clotting factors and inflammation in several human and lab studies? Scientists have found that it can influence the pathways that control clot formation and breakdown, which supports the idea that it helps the body manage small clots more wisely. Of course, if you ever suspect a real blood clot, sudden swelling, pain, or heat in one leg, or sudden chest pain or shortness of breath, that is an emergency, not a turmeric problem. But as a daily habit, this golden spice can be a powerful natural ally in keeping your blood flowing more freely through your legs as you age. 4. Blueberries. Imagine you sprinkle a handful of blueberries on your morning oatmeal, thinking you're just adding a little color and sweetness. But inside your body, those tiny blue circles are acting like mini repair crews for your blood vessels, quietly working on the roads that carry blood down to your calves, ankles, and toes. Many older adults see blueberries as just another fruit, or even avoid them because of sugar, while others believe that if a food is healthy, it must fix everything on its own. Both are misunderstandings. Blueberries are not a magic cure, and they can't replace blood thinners or emergency treatment. But science shows they are one of the smartest everyday foods for supporting arteries, helping blood flow, and lowering long-term clot risk. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, the dark blue pigments, along with vitamin C, fiber, and other flavonoids. These compounds act like a shield against oxidative stress and inflammation in your blood vessel walls. Studies in respected journals, including Nutrients and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, show that regular blueberry intake can improve endothelial function, how well the inner lining of your vessels relaxes and widens, and can reduce markers linked to cardiovascular risk in people with metabolic syndrome and postmenopausal women with higher blood pressure. By helping vessels relax and supporting nitric oxide production, anthocyanins make it easier for blood to travel smoothly through leg arteries instead of struggling through stiff inflamed tubes. Reviews on berry phenolics also suggest that berries can beneficially influence platelet function, helping platelets be a little less sticky, which matters for clot formation. A simple way to use blueberries for circulation is as a daily drink or smoothie. Blend about 1/2 to 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries with water or unsweetened yogurt, and add a spoon of ground flax seeds or chia for healthy fats. Drink this in the morning or early afternoon instead of a sugary snack. Combining blueberries with protein, like yogurt, and good fats, like nuts or seeds, slows sugar absorption and helps your body use those powerful pigments more effectively. Over weeks and months, many people notice they feel lighter after meals, less sluggish, and more able to walk without that heavy, dragging feeling in the legs, because circulation and vessel health are being gently supported. Did you know that clinical trials have found that about 1 cup of blueberries a day for several weeks can improve blood vessel function and, in some groups, slightly lower blood pressure, both key factors in reducing the chance of dangerous clots forming over time? That doesn't mean blueberries can melt a big clot already sitting in your leg. If you ever notice sudden swelling, heat, pain, or redness in one leg, or sudden chest pain and shortness of breath, that's a medical emergency, not a food problem. But as a daily habit, especially for seniors worried about leg circulation, a simple handful of blueberries can be one of the most delicious ways to protect your blood vessels and support smoother blood flow. Third, fatty fish. For many older adults, the phrase fatty fish sounds scary, like something that will clog arteries. But the truth is almost the opposite. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, and herring are more like healthy oil for a rusty engine inside your blood vessels. Instead of blocking them, the natural oils in these fish help your blood move more smoothly and protect your arteries from damage that can lead to blood clots in the legs. A big misunderstanding is that all fat is bad. Another is thinking that if you take a fish oil pill, you can eat anything else you want. In reality, the omega-3 fats in fatty fish are very different from the heavy fried fats in junk food, and they work best as part of an overall heart-friendly lifestyle. Inside your body, omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, do 3 important things. First, they make platelets, the tiny blood cells that form clots, a little less sticky, so they are less likely to clump together and form unwanted plugs in your deep leg veins. Second, they help lower triglycerides and calm inflammation in the vessel walls, so the inner lining of your arteries stays smoother and less angry. Third, they support the function of the endothelium, the thin layer inside the vessel, helping arteries relax and widen so blood can travel more easily down to your calves, ankles, and feet. Large human studies have found that people who eat fatty fish regularly have fewer heart attacks, less sudden cardiac death, and lower risk of dangerous clots compared to those who rarely eat fish. You don't need any fancy recipe or strange fish drink to benefit. For most seniors, 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week is a good goal. A serving is about the size of your palm. Bake, grill, or air fry salmon or trout with lemon, garlic, turmeric, and a little olive oil. Avoid deep frying, which adds unhealthy fat and cancels many benefits. Eat it at lunch or dinner, together with vegetables, a salad, or a small portion of brown rice or quinoa. If you truly dislike fish, your doctor may suggest a fish oil supplement, but this should always be checked with them first, especially if you take blood thinners. With consistent use over weeks and months, many people notice less heavy, tired feeling in their legs, better stamina when walking, and more stable blood pressure and cholesterol numbers. Did you know that in some heart patients, regular fish or fish oil intake has been shown to reduce the risk of deadly clots in the heart and major vessels? That does not mean fatty fish can melt a big clot that's already in your leg. If you ever have sudden swelling, pain, warmth, or redness in one leg, or sudden chest pain and shortness of breath, that is an emergency, not a nutrition problem. But as a steady habit, fatty fish is one of the most powerful foods you can choose to quietly protect your circulation and support healthy blood flow to your legs. Second, pomegranate. Pomegranate is one of those fruits that looks like a jewel box, shiny red on the outside, packed with tiny ruby seeds inside, but what it does inside your body is even more precious. Imagine your leg arteries like narrow garden hoses that have been used for many years. Over time, the inner walls can get irritated, stiff, and coated with gunk from high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and inflammation. Many older adults think pomegranate is just a trendy juice with lots of sugar, or something you eat only once in a while in salads. Others believe that if they drink a glass, it will magically melt any blood clot overnight. Both ideas miss the truth. Pomegranate is not a miracle cure and can't replace blood thinners or emergency care, but it is one of the most researched fruits for protecting blood vessels, improving flow, and reducing the conditions that favor clot formation. Inside those little seeds are powerful plant compounds called polyphenols, especially punicalagins. These work like tiny repair workers, helping to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the lining of your blood vessels. Studies in respected journals have shown that pomegranate juice can improve blood vessel function and reduce markers of artery damage in people with heart disease and high blood pressure. Researchers have also found that pomegranate can gently improve cholesterol balance and may reduce the activity of some clot-promoting factors, making blood less likely to form unwanted clumps over time. In simple words, it helps keep the roads in your legs smoother and calmer, so blood can move more freely. One of the easiest ways for seniors to use pomegranate is as a simple drink. Take half to 1 cup of pure pomegranate juice, preferably unsweetened, and dilute it with an equal amount of water. Drink it once a day with a meal, such as lunch, to slow sugar absorption. You can also sprinkle a few tablespoons of fresh pomegranate seeds over a salad with olive oil and walnuts. This combination of healthy fats and antioxidants gives your arteries double support. With steady use over weeks and months, many people notice they feel less heavy after meals, have better energy for walking, and feel warmer in their feet and hands as circulation gradually improves. Did you know some clinical studies have found that regular pomegranate juice intake can slow the progression of artery thickening and improve blood flow in heart patients? Over time, this healthier vessel environment makes it harder for dangerous clots to form in the first place. Of course, if you ever notice sudden swelling, heat, or pain in one leg, or sudden chest pain and shortness of breath, that's a medical emergency, not a fruit problem. But as a daily habit, pomegranate can be a delicious ally for your blood vessels and leg circulation. Question for you. Have you ever tried drinking pure pomegranate juice regularly? And if yes, did you notice any changes in your energy or leg comfort? 1. Flax seeds. This is food number 1 that you've been waiting for. Flax seeds. Tiny, brown, or golden, they look so simple that most people sprinkle them on top of yogurt without thinking twice. But inside your body, they can behave like a quiet circulation upgrade for your arteries and veins. Many older adults misunderstand flax seeds in 2 ways. Some think they're only for constipation, while others toss whole seeds on food and assume they're getting all the benefits. Most whole seeds just pass straight through. The truth is, when they're properly ground and used regularly, flax seeds can support healthier blood pressure, better cholesterol, calmer vessel walls, and a lower tendency toward dangerous clots over time. Inside each spoonful of flax seeds is a powerful trio: omega-3 fat, ALA, lignans, plant hormones with antioxidant effects, and soluble fiber. Together, they help lower inflammation, gently improve cholesterol patterns, and ease the pressure on your artery walls. Meta-analyses and clinical trials have shown that regular flaxseed intake can modestly reduce blood pressure in people with cardiovascular risk and hypertension, which is a big deal for clot risk in the legs. Some studies and reviews also suggest that flax and its oils can influence platelet behavior and clotting proteins, making blood a little less likely to form unwanted clumps, and even showing clot-dissolving activity from flax proteins in lab models. This doesn't mean flax seeds melt a big clot already sitting in your leg, but they help create an inner environment where clots are less likely to form and stick. One of the easiest ways for seniors to use flax seeds is as a simple drink or smoothie add-in. Take 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds. You can grind them in a small grinder and stir into a glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon, or blend them into a berry or yogurt smoothie. Ground is important. Your body can't access the goodness inside whole seeds. Having this once a day with breakfast or lunch works well, and pairing flax with blueberries, yogurt, or oatmeal gives your arteries a full team of heart-friendly nutrients working together. Over weeks and months, many people notice softer stools, less bloating, slightly better energy, and legs that feel lighter and less pressured on walks. Because blood pressure and vessel health are being gently supported, some trials even show meaningful drops in blood pressure and cholesterol after 8 to 12 weeks of daily flax use. Did you know flax seeds are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fats in the entire human diet, with more ALA per serving than many fish? Wikipedia. That's why they're often called heart seeds. Just remember, flax seeds can slow blood clotting slightly, so if you're on blood thinners or have a history of bleeding problems, always talk to your doctor before adding large amounts. And if you ever notice sudden swelling, warmth, or pain in one leg, or sudden chest pain and shortness of breath, that's a medical emergency, not a flaxseed issue. But as a daily habit, food number 1 can quietly help your vessels stay smoother, your blood flow easier, and your legs better protected as you age. You've just seen 6 powerful foods that quietly protect your legs every single day. Garlic to calm sticky blood, turmeric to cool down angry vessels, fatty fish to oil the arteries from the inside, blueberries to repair the vessel walls, pomegranate to shield your arteries, flax seeds to support healthy pressure and flow. No single food is magic, but together and used consistently, they can help your blood move more easily and support your body's own healing work. It's never too late to start. Even one small change this week is a victory. Remember, your legs carry you through life. They deserve care, not just painkillers and excuses. If this video helped you, please like, share it with someone you love, and subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson. Comment below, which of these foods will you start with? Thank you for spending your time with me today. You are not